After my stepdaughter's passing, I found my husband and his ex-wife in our bed. I chose to cut all ties and start a new life. Original post. My stepdaughter, Myra, 14, died 4 weeks ago. I had been in her life since she was 7 years old. We were extremely close. My husband, Leon, 40, his ex-wife, Tess, 38, and I, 35, get along very well. There has never been an issue in the 7 years that I have been with Leon. Tess has always been kind to me. She didn't even care that Myra called me mom, too. Right after Myra's passing, Tess had so much anxiety and depression that she was unable to be by herself. She has no family besides us, so we invited her to stay with us. Tess hardly leaves the house. She mostly just sleeps in Myra's room, which is completely understandable. I always tell her that I'm here if she needs me, and that I want her to take her time grieving, and that there is no pressure to go back to her home. Today I needed to run some errands, so I asked Tess if she'd like to join me to get out of the house a little bit. But she declined and said she'd rather just stay at the house and sleep. I told Leon that I was leaving and that I would be back in 2 or 3 hours. He works from home. I also told him to check on Tess every once in a while and maybe try getting her to eat something. After stopping at the post office, I realized I forgot my library book that I needed to return, so I went back home to get it. As soon as I walked in the door, I heard moaning coming from my and Leon's bedroom. I immediately knew what was happening, and my heart completely broke. At the moment, I wasn't completely sure what to do, but I ended up deciding to confront them. So I walked to the bedroom and opened the door and began yelling at them both. Tess started having an anxiety attack and ran to the bathroom, while Leon kept apologizing profusely. I asked him what the hell was happening. He told me that he made himself and Tess some lunch, and they began talking about Myra and shared some memories. And then Tess ended up kissing him, and he didn't pull back, and then it ended with them in our bed. They're begging me to understand that it was just grief that caused them to become intimate, and that they both made a mistake. I don't know what to do. I love this man, and I love Tess. I'm heartbroken that they did this to me and put me in this position. I feel so stuck. Relevant comments. Great Championship 252. That would be hard for me. I understand grieving, but how is this excusing cheating? What happens next time he is sad? Edit. I misspoke when I said sad. Obviously, this is something beyond devastating. I still don't think it can be used as an excuse. Original poster. I don't want to excuse his cheating. I think I want to divorce him, but I'm anxious about doing it right after we lost Myra. Spellbound mama. Probably together. Do you both own the home? If it's in your name, change the locks. Stay strong and don't listen to his excuses. I am so sorry this happened to you during such a difficult time. Oh, exactly what I was thinking, if I'm being honest. And yes, we both own it. When I told him to leave, he kept saying sorry and then said that he would leave and respect me wanting him gone for a while. Impulsive X thoughts. Are you seeing a therapist? Perhaps you're dealing with a lot right now. It might be useful. Original poster. Yes, I am in therapy. I've been with my therapist for other things for the last 3 years. She's been very helpful. I saw her yesterday and was able to figure some things out. Update 1. May 11th, 2024. I decided that I'm filing for a divorce. I can't ever trust Leon again. It sucks because we had an amazing relationship. I thought he's always been great, so this was a complete shock to me. Last night, Leon came over to talk. He confessed a lot. Turns out it wasn't their first time having sex. Like most people thought, they've been having sex since 3 months before Myra died. I am completely shocked and heartbroken. Tess also reached out last night and thanked me for everything I've done for her and told me she was sorry. I didn't respond. I blocked her. I did so much for Tess and considered her a friend, so this hurts a lot more than I can handle. This is all too much. As hard as this is going to be, I need to leave Leon and cut them both out of my life. I am ready to do so. I am done. Also, some people are saying I deserve this because I should have known better than to let Tess into our home around Leon. But you need to understand that I'm a giving person. I trust people more than I should. I truly thought Tess was an amazing person. I know it's unusual to become friends with your husband's ex-wife, but it's just how it went for us, and I shouldn't be blamed for what happened. Thank you to everyone who commented nice things and for the kind messages. You've all been helpful during this insanely difficult time. I appreciate it. Relevant comments. Impulsive X thoughts. Out of curiosity, what are his excuses for cheating? Those two are going to be in a world of hurt once the guilt settles in. They're going to be asking themselves why it had to be Myra and will eventually come to the conclusion that it's their punishment for what they've done to you. I can pretty much guarantee you that. Original poster. He told me that they just accidentally reconnected one night when I was away at my mom's. He was stressed, we weren't conceiving, and were having miscarriages, so he vented to Tess, and then somehow that led to sex. It seems so icky to me. How can he vent about our struggles like that, and then go and have sex with Tess? It's just awful of him. I don't understand it. Update 2. May 13th, 2024. I'm getting lots of questions about some things, so I figured I'd answer a few of them. Have I told anyone about what happened besides my mom? Yes, I told a few friends and some family members. Most of them are supportive of my decision and aren't speaking to Leon. Where is Leon staying currently? He's staying at a hotel. Our friends refuse to let him stay with them. He's lost a lot of people due to his awful decisions. Has he tried fighting me on getting a divorce? Yes, he begged me not to file for divorce, but when I told him I needed him to just let me go and that I was too exhausted to fight him on this, he let it be and agreed to getting a divorce. Why isn't Leon staying with Tess? He told me he didn't want to continue to hurt me, so he told Tess he was done with her for good and that they have no reason to speak to each other anymore. I have no idea if that'll last and if they'll just end up together, but I truly don't care what they do anymore. I just want peace. What was Leon's excuse for cheating? He told me that they just accidentally reconnected one night when I was away at my mom's. He was stressed, we weren't conceiving, and we were having miscarriages, so he vented to Tess, and then somehow that led to sex. Disgusting of them both, I know. Feel free to ask anything else, and I'll try to answer. Thank you everyone for your support and advice. Relevant comments. Original poster on what happened to Myra. It was very sudden. She died in a car accident when she was with one of her friends and her friend's parents. Original poster on her husband's parents being supportive or not, and if they know about his cheating. I get along with Leon's mom very well, but he's also a mama's boy, so it's kind of complicated. She will always be there for him. He'd stay with her if she didn't live across the country. She knows what he did and told me she had a talk with him, but said that he's still her son and she'd help him with anything if he needed it. I'm thinking I need to cut her out of my life, too, which makes me really sad because we were close and talked on the phone almost daily. Original poster on if she has children with her husband. We've had 6 miscarriages total. All of them were in the first trimester. More updates. May 14th, 2024. I just found out that he is staying with Tess and not at the hotel. He told me it's too expensive to stay at a hotel, and Tess is the only one that will help him right now. I had a feeling this would happen. Just knowing that they are still probably sleeping together hurts my heart. I talked to a lawyer this morning, and we are proceeding with the divorce, and Leon agreed to it. It's actually happening, and I feel some relief that he's not fighting me on this. My mom leaves on Sunday. I'm scared to be alone, but I go back to work on Monday, so I'm hoping it'll be a good distraction. I'll keep updating if anything else happens. Thank you everyone. I am so grateful for you all. Relevant comments. Immaculate 329. Original poster. How did you find out he was staying at his ex-wife's place? Anything he says should be taken with a grain of salt. He is not true to his words and going on contact with Tess. Original poster. He texted me this morning after we talked to lawyers and said he just wants to be honest with me. I told him to stop giving me updates on what he's doing in his life and that it's not something I need to know. It seems like he wanted to tell me to hurt me. Original poster on how she is doing. Thank you. I'm doing a little better today. My mom and I went on some nature walks and went out into the garden this afternoon. That helped. Myra loved gardening with, so it made me feel closer to her. Myra's diary. May 15th, 2024. I decided to go through some of Myra's stuff today. I just found her diary in a box in the back of her closet. Would it be wrong to read some of it? I feel like it would help me feel closer to her, but part of me feels like it's wrong, too. I haven't told Leon that I found it either, and I'm unsure if I should tell him. What would you do? Relevant comments. Original poster on if she was closer with Myra prior to her sudden passing. Myra and I were very close. It felt like she told me anything and everything, but I honestly think all parents feel that way about their kids, so I'm kind of nervous to read it, just a little. A little update. May 19th, 2024. I figured it's been a few days, so I should give a little update. My mom is leaving in a couple of hours, so I'll be alone. I'm kind of nervous about it. She helped me stay distracted and kept me going. I don't know how I'm going to handle her being gone. I go back to work tomorrow, first day back since Myra passed away. I'm looking forward to it, though, because it'll keep me distracted. Also, I did read some of Myra's diary. It made me love her even more. She was such a sweetheart. I went back a few months and saw that she noticed some weird behavior between Leon and Tess. She didn't mention that she knew of the affair, but she just wrote that she thought it was kind of strange that they all three would hang out more than usual without me. I might read more, but so far, I haven't found anything that's disturbing, just her being a teenager and talking about crushes, fights with friends, happy family memories, etc. Tomorrow I'm also talking to my lawyer, so I might have more updates on that. Thanks for the continuous love and support, everyone. Last update for a while. May 26th, 2024. I started randomly getting a lot more messages and comments, so I figured I'd do another little last update. My first week back at work went great. I wasn't expecting it to go so well, but thankfully it did. My coworkers were so helpful and patient with me. On Friday night, I decided I didn't want to stay home all weekend alone, so I decided to drive up to my mom's. It helps that I have a 3-day weekend, so I can spend more time with her. I'm heading back home tomorrow. Also, for those of you that have messaged me hateful things for reading Myra's diary, I just have to say you aren't in my shoes right now. Telling me I'm a bad mom because I'm reading her diary is just ridiculous. I learned so much more about her, about how caring and sweet she is, and it made me love her even more. It's how I'm able to feel so close to her right now. So please don't tell me I'm a bad parent for just trying to get by one of the hardest times of my life. You have no idea what it's like. I don't have much of an update, so this will be it. I'll come back and update once the divorce happens, though. Thank you to those of you that have been nothing but kind and helpful. You help me feel less alone. I'll forever be grateful. Tess saw my Reddit post and is threatening to sue me. June 1st, 2024. Tess made a fake Facebook profile to message me and tell me she wants to sue me for telling strangers about what happened. Leon supports her, apparently. I don't need this. Am I not allowed to vent about my life to people online? I just want life to get better. I'm so tired. You, Tess, you, Leon. Edit. Tess is in the comments and messaged me on here, too. Blocked her. Additional information from original poster on the message from Tess. No, I just ignored her. It might be an empty threat just to make my life harder, but I'm unsure. Her message said, so I was scrolling TikTok and ended up on an account where they read Reddit posts. And guess whose post they read? Yours. First you tell friends and family, and then you go to a bunch of strangers and tell them our life story. I can't believe you. It isn't just your business to tell. Myra would be so disappointed in you. Be prepared because I think I'm going to be suing you for this. This was no one else's business. You did this to yourself, remember that. I'm actually baffled she thinks Myra would be disappointed in me. I don't think I can do this anymore. June 11th, 2024. I have been as strong as I can be, but I have been really struggling. So much is going on, and I'm just so tired. How can I keep going? I just want to be with Myra. I miss her. I miss her smile. I miss her laugh. I miss how she tried to make you laugh when you were sad by telling dad jokes. I miss how she liked being in the garden with. I miss seeing all her new drawings. I miss her beautiful eyes. I miss everything about her. I just want her back. I need her back. Edit. I am okay. I just needed a space to vent. I was getting so many messages asking if I'm all right, and I just wanted to say thank you to those that reached out. I am okay. I will be okay. Some days are harder than others, but I think I'll get through this. I'm so grateful for the little community I have here. Thank you all so much. Tess took her life on June 20th, 2024, July 4th, 2024. Tess ended up taking her own life on June 20th. I am still trying to process everything. She had hurt me deeply, but this isn't something I wanted whatsoever, and Leon blames me. I feel so many things, and I'm going to be away for a while again, but I wanted to update you all. Thanks for the love, everyone. Comments. Original poster on how she is doing after Myra's death and now Tess's passing. I hope they're together again, and I hope they're both at peace, too. That's all I hope for. Thank you. Taking a break from Reddit and going on a trip in a week, July 11th, 2024. Well, I'm doing it. I'm taking the advice that so many of you had. I'm going on a trip. Since my job doesn't need me till the middle of August, I was so lucky. I had my mom come stay with me a lot and had my best friend come stay with me when my mom couldn't. But I felt like I was asking too much of them, so I decided that maybe traveling might actually be a good idea. In a week, I'm going to Norway. Myra and I always wanted to go there one day. It was on our bucket list. I'm actually excited. I'm also thinking of getting a pet when I come back, but might wait till I move. Thank you to those that recommended I do this. Myra would be happy I'm doing this. She'd be so freaking thrilled for me. You probably won't hear from me for a while. I'm taking a long break from Reddit and all my social media. I think it's best for me, but just know I love and appreciate all of you that have been there for me. I would have been so lost without some of you. Yours truly, Alyssa. A few updates. October 24th, 2024. Hi everyone. I haven't been on here in so long. I got so many messages asking me to do an update, so here it is. Norway was absolutely breathtaking. I had so much fun and met some amazing people while I was there. I plan on returning in the future for sure. A couple weeks ago was the 6-month anniversary of Myra's death. It's been hard, but it's getting easier to live everyday life. But it also pains me to say that because I feel guilty for moving on and healing. I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe it does to those who have also lost someone close. I moved out of Leon and my house a month ago and got myself a cozy little house all to myself. And oh yeah, I got a dog. His name is Charlie, and he's a darling little Cavalier Spaniel. He's been great. I absolutely love him. Also, I am officially divorced as of last week. It was a very easy divorce, and I'm so happy about that. But Leon didn't want any of Myra's things. When we tried figuring out who gets what, he left it all to me. I tried hard to get him to take something because I feel like he'll regret it, but he said he didn't want anything, so I have all of Myra's stuff. I have no idea why he didn't want anything, but I have it all in the guest bedroom right now. I'm trying to figure out what to do with everything. Leon is apparently an alcoholic now and quit his job. He seems to be doing terribly. Besides all that, I don't know if I have anything else to share. I just want to say thank you again to all of my supporters. I've made some friends here, and I am so thankful for you all. I appreciate every one of you. Top comments. Comment 1. Alyssa, I think of you often and check back periodically for an update. I'm so happy to hear that your trip went well. Equally exciting to hear that you've moved on with your life, have a new house, and a dog. Cavaliers are so cute and sweet. Enjoy. Myra's things belong with you. You will know how best to honor her. Wishing you the best life has to offer. Thank you so much for letting us know how you're doing. Commenter 2. I'm so happy you enjoyed Norway. I spent a summer there many moons ago when I was 17 years old, lived with a host family in a tiny little town in the western fjords. It was amazing. I'm also glad to hear you are moving forward with your life. You should definitely preserve Myra's things. I imagine Leon didn't want them because he intends to head down a path of self-destruction from which he may not come back. It's a shame he couldn't face his grief and find healthy ways to cope with the pain. If he had, he likely wouldn't have destroyed your marriage and played a part in the destruction of Tess. Last we heard from you, Leon was blaming you for Tess's death. Does he still blame you, or is he too drunk to care anymore? Hold Myra in your heart and remember all the ways she was amazing. You may end up being the only one left to carry her memory into the future.